Is it recording? Yep. All right. Go ahead. Open the statement. You want to start, Darius?
Yeah, sure. Welcome everybody to our draft night media availability. Thank you guys for being with us tonight. We're excited to talk about our two draft picks today. And with that being said, I'll kind of open it up, and I'll let Steph say something first, and then we'll open it up.
Yeah, thank you guys for joining us. I think we're really excited about the opportunities that we had in this year's draft and to add to our core group, and just looking forward to getting everybody here and getting started.
Darius, Blake Silverman with Winsider here. Can you talk about just your first experience in the draft as GM for the Sun? Anything that you didn't expect, and was it just like a surreal feeling overall?
Definitely a surreal feeling. Just all the time we spent as a staff just preparing for this day and for it to actually, come to fruition. And then also, just the unexpected that happens in a draft that you have to be prepared for. And that's why you do the homework, and, you kind of look at everything and just, because opportunities come sometimes that you can't pass up. And one happened for us today.
Were you a bit surprised to get Alexis where you did?
Absolutely. We honestly didn't, one thought she'd probably go in the first round. Definitely didn't think she would be there at 22. And so, we kind of had to change up our whole game plan when she was still sitting there. And so we're excited to have her and what she could bring to our organization.
Jacqueline, go ahead.
Hi, Darius. Just going off of that about Alexis, just what do you think her strengths are and where you can see her making a difference, and kind of how do you think she improved her draft case during the recent tournament run?
Well, again, I thought all season she had played, like a first round pick, and, she showed the ability to run the point guard position. I've always, from a history of playing, known that she could score the balls, and especially at the mid-range, she's really good at creating her own shot. And, for her size, she's really athletic and explosive. So, just watching her handle the point guard position in big games and make big plays and make good reads, just convinced me she was a first-round pick.
And then, you mentioned having to change up your game plan because you didn't expect Alexis to be there. Kind of what was your approach to that third round pick, and then, just selecting Ashton there? Right.
Well, I mean, Ashton was always part of the third round, so we were prepared for that, and we were just hoping no one took her. She gives us fills a void in terms of adding a big player that can stretch the floor. She has some versatility. She's a deceptive athlete. And so we're really excited about her. Plays with a lot of confidence. So we're looking forward to bringing her in camp to see what she can do.
Coach, are you excited to bring in Alexis and see what she can do in training camp alongside some of the other guards you already have on the roster, like someone like Ty Harris, fellow SEC guard that you also just brought in this offseason?
Yeah, really excited. One of the things that Alexis does so well is she's just a shot maker, and she can create. She can make a shot at the end of the shot clock, at the end of the game. She's not afraid of the moment. And, to be able to fit in with the group that we've assembled with free agency and now through the draft, I think she's got a great opportunity in front of her.
Thanks, Coach.
Jacqueline?
Stephanie, for you, just these two players that you took tonight, how do you see them fitting into what you want to do on offense and defense this year?
Well, they can both score the basketball, and they do it in different ways. And I think Alexis gives us a playmaker. We've addressed some of our spot up shooting on the perimeter, but she gives us another player who can just break down one-on-one and get a shot. And in this league, you need players who can do that. She can also lock up defensively. So she gives us some versatility with being able to handle the ball and be a point guard as well, be a combo guard for us. And Ashton, with our system, is a great addition. And again, somebody who has an opportunity to come in and compete for a spot. She's got the size to defend at the 5 in our league. She's sneaky athletic, and so she can do a lot of things defensively and offensively, and her ability to stretch the floor. I mean, she's a player throughout her career who could come in and really change the momentum of a ball game with her ability to quickly knock down a lot of shots. And I think she's a tough guard at that 5 position. And so she gives us that versatility that we want.
Brendan, go ahead.
Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Darius. Generally speaking, Stephanie, this is more of a question for you. When it comes to bringing in young players to an established core where some roles are sort of already defined, what is it like for a coach, and what kind of game plan do you run through to try and acclimate or help young players acclimate to a program?
Well, I think first and foremost, you have to really do your homework and get players who are going to work. There aren't a lot of spots in this league, and when you're coming into teams where there's not potentially a lot of opportunity early, you want players who are going to be in the gym and who are going to continue to work on their game. So from a player development standpoint, we'll have a plan ready for them when they get here. We'll continue to work. But I think, the great thing about this league, and I think the great thing about this game, is that you don't really know until you get them in and see where they are. There are some great college players who don't make great pros. There are some, really good college players who make better pros. And getting an opportunity in different system with different players, surrounded by the best talent in the world, you see the difference. They either elevate or they don't. But for us, from a player development standpoint, having our staff that has played in this league, that's been around this league, a player development coach that's going to be there every day to continue to work and challenge them and help them understand what it takes, not just to get drafted, but to make a team and then to be a part of a rotation. And I think our staff experience in really understanding the league and the growth and development that it takes is going to be important for these young players.
Thank you.
Any other questions, Jacqueline?
Hey, I just have a few more, kind of going off of that. As a team, what do you guys kind of tell your young rookies who are coming into camp, and then also some of your training camp invites? Just what do you expect for them to bring to camp, and kind of how do you prepare them for that moment?
I think our expectation is for them to come in and compete, to be coachable, to play hard, to play their game, and to compete. This could be your livelihood, but it's a battle. There are 144 jobs in this league, and every day somebody's trying to take one of those jobs. So come in, be a good teammate, be coachable, work your tail off, and give yourself an opportunity.
Darius, just curious, do you expect to add any undrafted undrafted rookies to camp as well?
Yeah, we do expect to add a couple undrafted rookies. So we're in the process of going back and forth with a few agents, and so we'll have that probably solidified tomorrow with who we ended up inviting to camp. So yeah, but we do have some spots.
And I see you guys are together tonight. Just curious, kind of what your draft, if your war room looked like tonight, and kind of how your draft night went.
War room was packed with fun. All our staff is here, so all the coaches, our player development coach, and all the assistant coaches, as well as Pete with operations, and then also with Morgan, our assistant GM, and then in the suite, we also have our president, Jim Rosati, and all of our support staff and media staff as well. So it's been fun to again finally, get this day over with and be able to know who we're bringing into camp.
Stephanie, my final question is for you. I'm just curious if you remember what your draft night was like back when you were a player and got drafted.
I do, because it was on the internet. We didn't have a draft like this. It was on the internet. And I think back in those days, it may have still been dial-up, because a long time ago. But just really kind of like hearing your name over the radio. There wasn't a video. I remember I got a call from Dan Hughes, who was an assistant coach in Charlotte at the time when I got drafted, and just congratulating me and telling me what to expect. It's nerve-wracking, but an exciting time, certainly.
Thank you for your time.
Any other questions? All right. Thank you, Darius. Thank you, Stephanie. Thanks for everyone joining. We look forward to a great season with everyone.
Thank
Thank
you
you all.
guys. Thank you.
Care.